A very warm welcome to the class, guys. I really hope that you guys are doing well. So हमने हमारे फर्स्ट लेग ऑफ 25 क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम यूनिट 2 कर लिए थे, ठीक है, जो कि काफी इजी क्वेश्चंस थे, काफी रिपीटेड थे, सो दे वर डन, राइट. सो नाउ वी मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट लेग ऑफ 25 क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम यूनिट 2. चलिए. So these are your assertions and reasons. Emperor Ashok in his Rock Edict 13 says he maintains equal respect for Brahmins and Shravanas. Reason, he believed in सर्व धर्म संभव. तो पहले तो ना हम ये देखते हैं कि दोनों स्टेटमेंट ट्रू हैं या नहीं, और फिर हम देखेंगे whether they are explaining each other or not. ठीक है, चलो. ओके, तो सबसे पहले हम देखते हैं कि what do we have in the Rock Edict 13th. क्या क्या इंफॉर्मेशन है यहाँ पे? What all information is given in Rock Edict 13? Fine. So Rock Edict 13 describes the aftermath of the Kalinga War. ठीक है. Okay. इसके अलावा what is it stating? It is also stating Ashoka's acceptance of Buddhism, fine, and he also describes the conquest of Dhamma to be the best conquest. Okay, so what do we have here? We have aftermath of Kalinga War, we have acceptance of Buddhism, okay, and we also have him, claiming that Dham conquest is the best conquest. ठीक है, कि ये क्या है? ये best conquest है. ठीक है, fine. Also it states that he is religiously tolerant. Fine. उस edict में साफ साफ लिखा है that he is going to give equal respect to Brahmins and other religions. ठीक है? So guys, देखिए हमारा ये वाला जो स्टेटमेंट है ये तो हो गया ट्रू. ठीक है, दिस स्टेटमेंट इज एब्सोल्युटली ट्रू. फाइन. Now he believed in sarvadharma shambhav. ठीक है, what does this mean? This basically means that all religions are equal or true. Okay, इसका क्या मतलब है? All religions are equal or true. ठीक है, तो ये वाला स्टेटमेंट जो है ना ये भी ट्रू है. फाइन. So which one do you think is going to be your answer over here, guys? Your answer is going to be A, right? Because दोनों ही सही है. Fine. And it does explain A. Reason जो है वो assertion को explain कर रहा है. What is the reason saying? Reason is saying that because he believed in सर्व धर्म शंभव, that is why he says that he is going to give equal respect to Brahmins and Shravans. Okay, तो इसलिए यहां पे हमारा आंसर क्या हो जाएगा? आंसर इज गोइंग टू बी ए. ठीक है, चलिए नेक्स्ट. अब ये जो क्वेश्चन है गाइस, दिस इज फॉर यू. लास्ट वाले उस पे मैंने आपको कोई भी क्वेश्चन नहीं दिया था, इसलिए मैं यहाँ पे ये क्वेश्चन जो है वो आपको दे रही हूं. So again, this is an assertion reason. Sorry, this is statement 1 and statement 2. So most important kingdoms, the most important among the eastern kingdoms which submitted to the mighty Gupta emperor was Samant, ठीक है, Samantata and Kamrup. Statement true. The tribal states paid homage to Gupta empire were that of Malwas, Yodhyas, Madrakas, Abhiras and Kakas. ठीक है, तो ये स्टेटमेंट 1 स्टेटमेंट 2 है और ये क्वेश्चन जो है ये आपके लिए है. दिस इज फॉर यू टू सॉल्व. ऑलराइट, एंड नाउ वी मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. So here you have the minor rock edicts and then you have what? Then you have their locations. ठीक है, fine. So चलिए अब हम देखते हैं कि what is this all about. Okay. So let me open the question over here. Alright. So पहला जो हमारा minor rock edict है वो कौन सा है? That is पंगुरारिया. ठीक है. So the first one is पंगुरारिया. Is that one? Yes. तो इसका लोकेशन कहां पे है गाइस? इट इज लोकेटेड इन सीहोर एमपी. Okay, so where is this located? This is in Sihor MP. Fine. And this is basically located in the caves. Alright, ये caves में है and this is part of the ancient Buddhist monastic complex. Okay, इसके बाद कौन सा है? इसके बाद what we have is उदगलोम. ठीक है, उदगलोम. Yes. Next what we have is उदगलोम. तो ये कहां पे located है guys? Okay, so उदगलोम जो है, it is located in Baleri, Karnataka. Fine. Okay. Next कौन सा है हमारा? Then we have जतिंगा रमेश्वरम. Right? ये कहाँ पे है? जतिंगा रमेश्वरम. और ये कहाँ पे located है? चलिए हम वो देखते हैं सबसे पहले तो. So we have जतिंगा रमेश्वरम. फाइन. और लास्ट ऑप्शन भी मैं लिख लेती हूं, फिर हम साथ में देख लेंगे इसको. देन वी हैव अहरोरा. ओके, सो दीज आर व्हाट? दीज आर योर माइनर रॉक edicts. फाइन. तो आपको इनकी लोकेशन प्लस यू हैव टू रिमेंबर व्हाट हैज बीन स्टेटेड, क्या बोला गया है इसमें, ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. फाइन. तो जतिंगा जो है ये कहां पे लोकेटेड है? फाइन. सो दिस इज लोकेटेड इन चित्रदुर्गा which is Karnataka. All right. Okay. So ये कहाँ located है? This is in Chitragurga, Karnataka, and this inscription is also connected with Ramayana. We don't really know for sure. लेकिन हाँ थोड़ा बहुत इसमें आपको रामायण का जो मेंशन है वो देखने को मिलेगा. फाइन. और जो हमारा अहरुरा है वो कहाँ पे है? दैट इज इन मिर्जापुर. सो आई एम श्योर कि जितने भी मिर्जापुर के फैंस हैं वो इसको बहुत अच्छे से याद रखेंगे. ठीक है, फाइन. सो व्हाट डू वी हैव हियर? अहरुरा कहाँ पे है? दिस इज इन मिर्जापुर. ऑलराइट. यस. ऑलराइट. और ये यहाँ पे जो इंस्क्रिप्शन है ये कब इंस्टॉल किया गया था गाइस? when was the inscription installed over here? So this was done after a pilgrimage was taken, when after the relics of Buddha were installed on a platform for worshipping in Patliputra. Okay, so यहाँ पे क्या हुआ? Once the relics of Buddha was taken, there was a platform built. They were then put on a platform. Fine. The relics of Buddha was then put on a platform and then they were worshipped. तो जो बुद्धा के relics है उसको worship किया जाने लगा, and that is when an inscription here was installed. That is when a minor rock inscription here was installed. ठीक है, तो चलिए अब हम देखते हैं. So, alright. So ये है सीहोर एमपी. वेयर इज सीहोर? दिस इज 4 ओवर हियर. ठीक है, फिर उदगलोम जो है वो बलेरी कर्नाटक. इट मीन्स 1. देन जतिंगा रामेश्वरम इज चित्रदुर्गा यानी कि 2. और औरोरा जो है वो कहाँ पे हो जाएगा? ये हो जाएगा आपका मिर्जापुर. ठीक है, विच इज द ऑप्शन हियर 3. ओके, सो ए का 4, B का 1, C का 2 और D का 3. So your option correct over here is A. ठीक है, ओके. चलिए, तो हम नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे देखेंगे, फाइन, कि नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्या है हमारा. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन स्टेट्स दैट हु अमंग द फॉलोइंग, ऑलराइट, इनवाइटेड हर्षवर्धन टू एक्सेप्ट द क्राउन आफ्टर द डेथ ऑफ हिज ब्रदर. फाइन, तो यहाँ पे हमारे पास चार ऑप्शन है, तो हम देखेंगे ये चार ऑप्शन जो है ये एक्चुअली है कौन. ठीक है, तो देखिए बाण भट्ट, ही इज द कोर्ट पोएट, ओके, ऑफ हर्षवर्धन, और इन्होंने ही इज द वन who has written Harsha Charita, all right, so obviously he is not the one, fine. उसके बाद जो हमारा नेक्स्ट ऑप्शन है वो है पोनी, फाइन, और उसके बाद जो हमारा नेक्स्ट ऑप्शन है देवगुप्त, he is the king of Malwa, sorry, then we have Devgupt, yes, he is what, he is the king of Malwa, फाइन. और ध्रुववर्धन कौन है? ध्रुववर्धन जो है ही इज अ लेटर किंग, ठीक है, लेटर किंग ऑफ द सेम डायनेस्टी, ऑलराइट. सो गाइस देखिए एक चीज आप यहां पे नोटिस कीजिए कि none of these people, none of the options that we have over here, for example, Ban Bhatt, he was a court poet, Dhruvvardhan was a later king, so obviously he would not invite. Devgupt जो है वो मालवा के राजा हैं, so obviously he was also not invited. He was not someone who would have invited Harsha to take over the crown after the death of his brother. Fine. So the only option that we are left with is B. Okay. और B जो है वो आपका सही आंसर है. Fine. It was Pony who invited Harshvardhan to take over the crown after the death of his brother. ठीक है, चलिए. Given below are two statements. One is labeled as assertion and the other one is reason. Assertion is the fifth pillar edict of Ashoka gives a list of animals that are not to be killed under any circumstances. Reason, the king Ashoka thought that animals that were neither useful nor edible should not be killed. तो पहले हमें क्या देखना है कि क्या ये सही है भी या नहीं. ठीक है, सो रॉक एडिक्ट 5 जो है गाइस, ठीक है, रॉक एडिक्ट 5 gives us a list of birds and animals which are not to be killed on certain days. ठीक है, ओके, तो ये क्या है? दिस इज अ लिस्ट ऑफ बर्ड्स एंड एनिमल्स व्हिच आर नॉट टू बी किल्ड ऑन सर्टेन डेज, है ना, कि इनको क्या करना है, इनको कुछ दिन पे हमें नहीं मारना है. फाइन. Then they also give a list of birds and animals which are not to be killed on any occasion. ठीक है, इनको किसी भी सर्कमस्टांस में हमें किल नहीं करना है. फाइन, ठीक है, ओके. सो हमारा रॉक एडिक्ट 5th का जो डेफिनेशन है वो तो देखिए बिल्कुल सही है. दिस इज एब्सोल्युटली ट्रू. ठीक है, देन व्हाट इज द रीजन? Reason that Ashoka thought that animals which were not edible nor are they useful, they should not be killed. Okay, ये वाला जो reason है ये भी बिल्कुल सही है. Fine. So both the statements here are what? Both the statements here are true, right? And don't you think they're explaining each other, right? Because why do you think he's going to give a list of animals that are not to be executed under any circumstance? Because these are animals which are neither useful nor are they edible. Fine. So there's no use of killing such animals. तो इसीलिए हमारा आंसर जो है वो हो जाएगा A. Both A and R are true and R is explaining A. Chalo, next. The temples of Chol period are famous for their craftsmanship and grandeur. The chief sculptor of the images of the temple deity is known as. ठीक है, तो हम देखेंगे कि इनमें से कौन से जो हैं वो क्या हैं. Fine, what are these options? Okay, so what is Vishwakarma? This was a social group in the villages during Cholas. Okay, ये क्या है? Social group in the village. Okay, fine. तो इसीलिए डेफिनेटली ये वाला ऑप्शन तो हमारा नहीं हो सकता है. ठीक है, व्हाट इज द सूत्रधार? ही इज द मास्टर आर्किटेक्ट and he is also responsible for construction of temples, but he is going to oversee the construction of temples. Fine. Who is the sthapati? He is the chief sculptor, guys. ठीक है, सो हमारा आंसर जो है वो तो हमें मिल गया है. ठीक है, बट वी ऑल्सो हैव टू नो हु शिल्पी इज, इजंट इट? सो शिल्पी इज अ स्किल्ड स्कल्प्टर और क्राफ्ट्समैन. शिल्पी जो वो है वो एक नॉर्मल स्कल्प्टर है. ही इज नॉट द चीफ स्कल्प्टर. ओके, शिल्पी इज फाइन. तो ये क्या है? ये एक नॉर्मल स्कल्प्टर है and he is not the chief sculptor, he is just someone who is going to sculpt the images. Fine, so your correct answer over here is C. ठीक है, यानी कि स्थपति. All right, now upvasa terminology which was used in Arthashastra of Kautilya refers to whom? Wealthy peasant, landlord, tenant or money lenders. Now this is a question which has been directly taken from Upinder Singh. ये directly Upinder Singh में बहुत clearly given है guys. ठीक है, so what is this? What is the term upvasa being used for? ठीक है, so the term upvasa, यहाँ पे हमारे पास options जो है वो given है. Fine, so upvasa was basically a tax or a tribute. Fine, so which was levied on whom? This was levied on tenants. ठीक है, so ये क्या है? What is upvasa? ठीक है, तो ये एक्चुअली टैक्स है which is levied on cultivators who are tenants, right? So this gives question to our answer, sorry, this gives answer to our question कि C जो है वो सही है because this is a term which is used for the tenants. Okay, और ये directly guys, this is directly from Upinder Singh. So for ancient India you have to refer to Upinder Singh. Okay, और ये question बहुत पुराना नहीं है, 2022 का ही है. Okay, which of the following hills in India are famous for the Jain caves? So इनमें से कौन से हैं जो famous हैं as Jain caves? All right, so let us take a look at this. So हम एक एक hills का जो है वो देखेंगे. Fine. All right. So पहला hills जो है हमारा कौन सा है? This is your Barbar Hills. ठीक है, ओके, सो बर्बर हिल्स जो है वो किस चीज का आता है? दिस वाज द मेडिटेशन स्पॉट फॉर गौतम बुद्ध. ओके, सो व्हाट इज दिस? ओके, नेक्स्ट जो है हमारा खांदागिरी हिल्स है. So guys, देखिए खांदागिरी हिल्स के बारे में आप जानते ही हैं that it is believed that it has been carved out by Jain monks, isn't it? So definitely associated with Jainism. Okay? खांदागिरी हिल्स हम पहले भी बहुत बार डिस्कस कर चुके हैं in our previous sessions as well. So you know that this is in Orissa and Bhubaneswar, and this is believed to have been carved out by the Jain monks. ठीक है? Okay. Next कौन सा हिल है? Next what we have is the, हाँ, next हमारा उदयगिरी हिल्स है ना? So जितने भी यहाँ पे इंस्क्रिप्शंस मिले हैं, ठीक है, मोस्ट ऑफ द इंस्क्रिप्शंस किंग खारवेल्स रेन, ऑलराइट। तो आप सब जानते हैं कि किंग खारवेल जो है वो किस चीज के सपोर्टर हैं, isn't it? Fine. So most of the inscriptions have been found from King Kharvel's reign, and this was believed to have been an abode of Jain ascetics. ठीक है? What was this? This was an abode of Jain ascetics. ठीक है? सो खांदागिरी और उदयगिरी तो देखिए हमारा ऑप्शन जो है वो सही बैठ चुका है, ठीक है, फाइन। उसके बाद ओके, आफ्टर दिस वी हैव पदना हिल्स, ऑलराइट, एंड देन वी हैव रामशिला हिल्स। ठीक है गाइस, तो देखिए रामशिला हिल्स जो है इट इज एक्चुअली related to Ramayana. It is believed that this is where Shri Ram has offered पिंडदान। पिंडदान हम लोग कब करते हैं? So this is after the death of someone. पर्टिकुलरली हमारे अगर कोई बुजुर्ग हैं, कोई बड़े हैं, अगर उनकी डेथ जब हो जाती है, ठीक है, so we have to offer a पिंडदान, हमें करना पड़ता है। So this is a place where Lord Ram has offered what? Lord Ram has offered पिंड, ठीक है। ओके, फिर हमारा पदना हिल्स है। सो दिस इज एक्चुअली रिलेटेड टू बुद्धिज्म गाइज, फाइन। ये किससे रिलेटेड है? दिस इज रिलेटेड टू बुद्धिज्म, फाइन। सो कौन से दो ऑप्शंस हो जाएंगे? बी एंड सी आर गोइंग टू बी आवर ऑप्शंस। दीज आर डायरेक्टली रिलेटेड टू जैनिज्म, इजंट इट? सो हमारा आंसर क्या हो जाएगा? हमारा आंसर हो जाएगा डी। बी एंड सी इज द करेक्ट आंसर ओवर हियर, ठीक है। चलो नेक्स्ट, the post-Mauryan century saw a great spurt, so you have to identify which of the statements are correct, ठीक है। The post-Mauryan period saw a great spurt in the minting of coins. Now don't you think this statement is true? अगर आप ने बहुत अच्छे से, if you have done your chapter on kings, farmers and towns ना, तो आप इस क्वेश्चन को बहुत इजीली आंसर कर पाओगे, ठीक है। सो द फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज एक्चुअली ट्रू गाइस, ठीक है, दैट यस देयर वाज अ ग्रोथ ऑफ मिंटिंग कॉइन्स, बिकॉज ड्यूरिंग द मॉडर्न पीरियड वी हैव व्हाट? वी हैव पंच मार्क कॉइन्स, राइट, and after that we have number of coins in the Kushan period, in the Gupta period, in the Satvahana, Shakas, we have a number of coins being produced. So this statement is true, ठीक है। The kings of northwest imitated Greek, Roman and Iranian coin types. This also is absolutely true, isn't it? तो Greek, Roman और Iranian coin type क्या है? They would have the name and image of the king. Now this has been imitated by the kings in the northwest. Okay, this statement is also correct. The increasing use of money did not drive out the barter system. ये भी बिल्कुल सही है. Barter system जो है वो बिल्कुल exist कर रहा था. Fine. During the post-Mauryas, diverse use of coins indicate the variant trading economies, and that is absolutely true. बहुत different kinds of trading economies जो है वो आपको देखने को मिलेंगी. Various trading factors which have been taking place. There was trade with the Roman Empire, there was trade with Parthians, there was internal trade which was going on. Gold coins during the post-Mauryans were known as Nishka and Suvarna. This is also true. And Shatmana was used for silver coins. ये भी बिल्कुल सही statement है, ठीक है? ये जो है ये बिल्कुल सही statement है, fine. So gold was used. गोल्ड को जो है वो निष्का या सुवर्ण कहा जाता है और शतमाना जो है इट इज यूज्ड फॉर सिल्वर, ठीक है? सो आप देखो कि इसमें सारे स्टेटमेंट्स जो है ना वो बिल्कुल ट्रू हैं, ऑल ऑफ देम. सो ए बी सी डी एंड ई. सो योर ऑप्शन विल बी डी ओवर हियर. दिस इज गोइंग टू बी ट्रू, ठीक है? ऑल राइट, चलिए हम देखते हैं कि कौन से रॉक इडिक्ट में क्या मेंशन्ड है. दीज आर अशोका's मेजर रॉक इडिक्ट. वी हैव टू कवर फ्रॉम 5th to 8th. ओके, चलिए. रॉक इडिक्ट 5 जो है ना गाइज वो हम ऑलरेडी जानते हैं. वी हैव ऑलरेडी हैड अ डिस्कशन, इजंट इट? बट वी ऑल्सो हैव टू एड अ फ्यू थिंग्स ओवर हियर कि रॉक इडिक्ट 5 जो है वो क्या कह रहा है. चलो, okay, so what is Rock Edict 5 saying? एक second. So it is talking about humane treatment of slaves, appointment of Dhamma Mahamantas. ठीक है, fine. What else? It talks about, it also talks about deals with welfare, fine. And the king's wish to know about his people, okay. Also talks about ओके. चलिए, तो गया रॉक इडिक्ट 5, ठीक है. अब हम देखते हैं कि व्हाट ऑल इज देयर इन रॉक इडिक्ट 6, 7 and 8. फाइन, ओके. All right, I'm sorry guys, I have made a mistake over here. I'm really very sorry. Deals with welfare and king's wish to know about his people. This is your Rock Edict 6, ठीक है. यहाँ पे Rock Edict 6 आ जाएगा. I am sorry, I made a huge mistake over here. मैंने एक साथ ही उसको लिख दिया. मैंने नोट्स बनाए हुए हैं, मैंने एक साथ ही लिख दिया. I'm sorry, I did not realize it. It's a big mistake. Sorry about it. ठीक है. 7 talks about what? So 7 talks about religious tolerance. ठीक है. So 7 is all about religious tolerance. ठीक है. Then what do we have? Then we have Rock Edict 8. इसमें 2-3 पॉइंटर्स हैं, तो ये किसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, चलो हम वो देख लेते हैं. सो व्हाट वी हैव ओवर हियर इज वी हैव अशोक it talks about Ashoka's visit to Bodh Gaya and the Bodhi tree. Fine. Okay. Fine. Then it also talks about what? His wish. All right. He has the wish. So he wanted to maintain contact, all right, with the people through his Dhamma Yatra. Fine. So this is wish, you can say, or he wanted to maintain contact with people through धम्म यात्रास. ठीक है. ऑल राइट, तो चलिए अब हम इसको मैच कर लेते हैं. फाइन. सो रॉक edict 5 इज अबाउट द अपॉइंटमेंट ऑफ धम्मा महामंतास. ओके, तो ये हो जाएगा 3. ओके. Rock Edict 6 deals with welfare. Kings wish to know about his people. So don't you think this is going to be the theory of kingship? Because that is what his theory is. He wishes to know about his people. He wishes to focus on their welfare. Okay. Then 7 is about religious tolerance over here. ठीक है. So ये हो जाएगा आपका 4. फाइन. एंड देन अशोकाज ये जो लास्ट वाला है, इट टॉक्स अबाउट धम्म यात्रास. तो धम्म यात्रास कहां पे है, यानी कि 2. ओके, चलो. तो ए का क्या है गाइस, ए का 3 है. ओके, ए का 3 इज ओवर हियर. देन वी हैव बी का 1 इज ओवर हियर. देन व्हाट डू वी हैव इज सी का 4. ठीक है. तो सी का 4 जो है वो यहां पे है और डी का 2 यहां पे है. सो सी बिकम्स योर करेक्ट आंसर. ओके, सी जो है वो आपका सही आंसर हो जाएगा. फाइन. ऑलराइट, द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. ड्यूरिंग द शक सतवाहना पीरियड, द रेंज ऑफ इंटरेस्ट ऑन फिक्स्ड डिपॉजिट as described in the inscription of Nasik cave number 10 was. फाइन. तो सबसे पहले तो हम देखेंगे कि नासिक केव नंबर 10 जो है वो क्या क्या चीजें बता रहा है. ठीक है. ऑलराइट. So let's talk about the inscriptions on Nasik cave number 10. What all is it telling us? Fine. So first of all, guys, you have to know that this is the earliest example of Sanskrit being used in Western India. ठीक है. ठीक है. ये क्या है? This is the earliest example of Sanskrit being used where? In Western India. Fine. All right. Now it gives a list of the name of donors. Okay. Including whom? Including Ushwadat. Fine. What does it tell us? It tells a list of donors including, let me just check the name of the person. गलत ना लिखवा दूं. Ushwadat, who was the son-in-law of Nahapanha. तो ये वाला इंफॉर्मेशन जो है वो भी हमें यहां से मिल रहा है. ठीक है. फाइन. दिस इंफॉर्मेशन ऑल्सो यू आर गेटिंग फ्रॉम हियर. फाइन. व्हाट एल्स हैव दे डिस्क्राइब्ड? They describe the interest rate on fixed deposit during the Shak Satvana period between 9 to 12. All right. So यहाँ पे क्या define किया है? Interest rate on FD during Satvahana as 9% to 12%. फाइन, तो क्वेश्चन तो देखिए हमारा यहीं पे आंसर हो गया है, लेकिन और भी चीजें हैं जो इसमें बताई गई हैं. इट ऑल्सो टॉक्स अबाउट द डिफीट ऑफ द सतवाहनास बाय वेस्टर्न क्षत्रप्स. So all this is what? All this is information that you get from the inscriptions at Nasik cave number 10, and your correct answer here is B, that is from 9 to 12%. ठीक है, चलिए. Okay, next question. Which of the following inscriptions suggest a time reckoning starting of the Bharat War? Fine. So chaliye, let's see what are the options over here. Okay, let's take a look at the options that we have. Where did I keep the pen? Okay, सबसे पहले हमारे पास है a whole inscription of Pulkeshin II. This is something we have already talked about, guys, right? हम इस inscription के बारे में already जानते हैं. We also know the evidence, और we also know कि इसका आंसर क्या है, because ये एक ऐसा question जो हम already पहले discuss कर चुके हैं, ठीक है? But I think we should have a discussion on this once again, because इसके जो बाकी options हैं वो थोड़े से different हैं. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so first of all we have the I-hole inscription of Pulkeshin II. ठीक है? So all right. First of all, this is a 19-line inscription in Sanskrit by Ravi Kriti. Okay, what is this? And it is this inscription actually which gives us the date of the start of the Bharat War. Fine. It states that around 3735 years have passed since the Bharat War. Okay. So it states what? 3735 years have passed. I am audible, right? Since the Bharat War. Okay. So कितने साल पास हो गए हैं? 3735. So we have gotten our answer over here, guys. कि it is first, which is your A-hole inscription. लेकिन बाकी जो inscriptions हैं, at least हम उसको भी देख लेते हैं. ठीक है? So after this we have the Madhuban copper plate of Harsha. चलो भाई, तो अब हम इसमें क्या देखेंगे? फाइन. सो वी विल सी व्हाट इज दिस प्लेट ऑल अबाउट. फाइन. तो चलिए हम देखते हैं कि क्या है. ऑलराइट. सो लोकेशन इज वेयर? लोकेशन इज आजमगढ़ डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑफ यूपी. ओके. ऑलराइट. लोकेशन कहाँ पे है गाइस? इसकी लोकेशन इज आजमगढ़ डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑफ यूपी. और लैंग्वेज क्या है? संस्कृत और ब्रह्मी में है ये. फाइन. सो व्हाट इज द लैंग्वेज? संस्कृत एंड ब्रह्मी. Fine. What is it telling us about? It tells us about the reign of Harshvardhan. Tells us about reign of Harshvardhan एंड वर्धन डायनेस्टी. ठीक है, तो वर्धन डायनेस्टी के बाकी जो रूलर्स हैं उनके रेन के बारे में हमें यहां से पता चलता है. ठीक है, सो वी गेट ऑल दिस इंफॉर्मेशन. फाइन, ऑलराइट. इसके बाद क्या है? इसके बाद वी हैव पूना कॉपर प्लेट ऑफ प्रभावती गुप्ता. सो व्हाट डू वी हैव? चलो भाई, तो हम देखते हैं कि इससे जो है हमें क्या क्या इंफॉर्मेशन मिलती है. सो दिस बेसिकली मेंशंस द जीनियोलॉजी ऑफ द गुप्ता किंग्स. ऑलराइट, सो ये स्टार्ट कहां से होता है गाइस? इट स्टार्ट फ्रॉम श्रीगुप्त, घटोत्कच, समुद्रगुप्त. ठीक है, सो श्रीगुप्त, समुद्रगुप्त, ठीक है, एंड चंद्रगुप्त. तो यहां तक की जो जीनियोलॉजी है, या कह लो यहां तक की जो क्रोनोलॉजी है ऑफ द किंग्स, दैट इज व्हाट वी गेट टू नो. वी ऑल्सो गेट टू नो दैट धारणी वॉज द गोत्र ऑफ द गुप्ता किंग्स. ओके, एक और चीज हमें पता चलती है क्या? कि धारणी वॉज द गोत्र ऑफ गुप्ता किंग्स. ठीक है, ऑलराइट. एक लास्ट हमारा बचा है, और वो कौन सा है? दिस इज हरहा इंस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ ईशान वर्मन. ठीक है, सो दिस इज हरहा इंस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ ईशान वर्मन. ठीक है, चलो भाई. Okay, so what is this inscription all about? Fine, so this is in the Barbanki district of Uttar Pradesh. All right, कहाँ पे है? Barbanki district of UP, and it basically talks about whom, guys? It basically talks about the genealogy of the Mokhris. Okay. Okay, sorry. हाँ, it talks about the genealogy of the Mokhris, the dynasty Mokhris. Fine. So हमारा आंसर तो हमें पहले ही मिल गया था, but I just wanted to let you know about the other inscriptions as well. Just in case you have a question about them, you should know what these inscriptions are all about. ठीक है, चलिए नेक्स्ट पे चलते हैं. Gupta Emperor Chandragupta II was known by which of the following other names? So Chandragupta जो है, Chandragupta II, what other titles has he taken? ठीक है, तो चलिए हम देखते हैं कि उन्होंने कौन से टाइटल्स जो हैं वो ले रखे हैं. फाइन, सो ही इज नोन एज विक्रमादित्य. ठीक है, देन ही इज ऑल्सो नोन एज विक्रमो मानक. ओके, तो यहां पे मैं लिख रही हूं विक्रम आदित्य, विक्रम, सॉरी ठीक है. What other titles? ये titles तो ना हम बहुत ज्यादा जानते हैं इसके बारे में. Fine. What other titles has he taken? So he has taken the title of Devgupt, Devraj, and also Devashri. Okay. So Devgupt, Devraj, and Devashri. Okay. So which one do you think is the answer over here, guys? क्या हो जाएगा answer? Okay. So answer is actually B. Fine. So Devgupt is mentioned here and Devraj is mentioned over here. So we have A and B as our option. So B becomes your correct answer. All right. So these are the titles which have been taken by the kings. So guys, see, one thing you have to understand that whenever you are learning about the kings, you have to remember, yes, you have to remember their chronology. That is very important. But at the same time, you should also remember the titles which they have taken. If they are known by any other name, so वो सब जो है वो भी आपको जरूर से पता होना चाहिए. ठीक है? All right. Okay. Next question. The Gupta period saw the ascendancy of Hinduism, especially Bhagavatism or Vaishnavism. This is actually very true. For those who have studied about the Gupta Empire, you would know that after the Gupta Empire or during the Gupta Empire, you will see the rise of Puranic Hinduism, right? So that is absolutely true. You will see the rise of Vaishnavism. This statement bilkul sahi hai. Fine. So Fahian gives the impression that Buddhism was flourishing during this period. It may be said that first 4 Buddha images were added at the 4 entrances of the great stupa at Sanchi. Nalanda also became a center of Buddhist education. Now this statement is also absolutely true. Okay? So this statement is also absolutely true. If you've read Fahien's work, or if you've read what Fahien was telling us, so he has said that even though Gupta kings were followers of the Vaishnav sect, they were absolutely tolerant towards Buddhism. In fact, there are instances where they have supported and promoted Buddhism. Okay? So Fahien gives the impression that Buddhism was flourishing. Yes. Okay? It may be said that first, that the 4 Buddhist images were added at the 4 entrance of the stupa at Sanchi. So Fahien के according बुद्धा की images हैं जो add की गई थी सांची स्तूप के 4 entrances पे, right? So they had 4 entrances from the 4 cardinal directions. So 4 Buddha images were added. Now this statement is absolutely true, guys. हम सब जानते हैं that the Nalanda has become a center of Buddhist education, right? It was Kumar Gupta who had laid down the foundation of the Nalanda University, and it has become center of Buddhist education over here, right? तो ये हमें बिल्कुल अच्छे से पता है. दोनों statement true हैं, पर क्या दोनों statement एक दूसरे को explain कर रहे हैं? We see the rise of Vaishnavism because of Buddhism? No, not really. तो आप देखेंगे कि रीजन जो है वो assertion को बिल्कुल explain नहीं कर रहा है. It is not explaining the assertion at all. Alright? So, what becomes a correct answer? A correct answer is B. दोनों statement true है, both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. ठीक है? चलिए, next question पे चलते हैं. Okay. So now we have to match the text with the subject matter. So chaliye, let's do this. First of all, we have Bhuvan Kosh. Okay. Now Bhuvan Kosh, as the name suggests, Bhugol Bhuvan Kosh. This was related to geography, guys. Okay. What is the next option? Then we have Brihaj Jatakam. ठीक है? So Brihaj Jatakam is the next one. This was written by Varha Mihira and is focusing on astrology. Okay. Next what we have is Dasharupaka. ठीक है? So this was written by Dhananjay. All right. And this is focusing on what? This is a treatise on theatre and drama. Lastly क्या है? Lastly we have Mansara. This is a Sanskrit manuscript. Writer we don't know, हमें नहीं पता. And this is basically about what? This is basically about architecture. चलो मैच करते हैं. भुवन कोश इज ज्योग्राफी, सो ये हो जाएगा 4. बृहज जातक इज एस्ट्रोलॉजी, सो ये हो जाएगा आपका 2. देन दशारूपका इज अबाउट theatre, drama, so this is going to be dramaturgy, this is going to be 3. And then Mansara is about architecture, तो ये हो जाएगा 1. ठीक है? तो A का 4, B का 2, C का 3 and D का 1. Okay? So your correct option here is B. ठीक है? चलो, next question. With regard to Agrahar, which of the statements are correct? Fine. So चलिए हम देखते हैं कि कौन सा statement सही है. It was a Sanskrit term specially used in the first mid-millennium CE. This is absolutely true, guys. ठीक है? आप अगर अग्रहार के बारे में पढ़ोगे, this is clearly given in your Upinder saying, this statement is absolutely true. Okay? What else do we know about it? It basically, अगर हम अग्रहार के बारे में पढ़ेंगे, so we would get to know that it basically provides Brahmins with the means of survival. It provides the Brahmins with resources, ठीक है, that they need to support themselves. Fine. Thirdly, we also know that it is given for perpetuity. हमेशा के लिए दिया जाता है. Fine. And it is a tax-free land. That means you don't have to pay any kind of taxes, but at the same time, you could be given the responsibilities to collect taxes from the nearby villages. है ना? तो जो nearby villages हैं, जो आसपास के villages हैं, वहां से या जो villages आपको grant में दिए गए हैं, you can collect taxes from there. Alright? So this was, it was a term generally used for a category of grants made to Brahmins. बिल्कुल सही है. Yes, this was in perpetuity. Generally these grants, Donis were given the right to organize production and collect revenue and other resources from the land. So ये statement जो है guys, ये भी बिल्कुल सही है. So which one do you think is your answer over here? It has to be C, isn't it? Because A, B, C, D तीनों ही बिल्कुल सही हैं. ठीक है? चलिए. Next question. The public display of inscribed text on rock faces and freestanding pillars was followed by Indian ruler is imitation of the practices followed by Achaemenids, Greeks, Sharks or Parthians. Which one do you think is the correct answer over here? This is a very fact-based question, guys. Alright. This is something you have to remember. We don't have a lot of explanation to be given here. The correct answer is Achaemenids. Okay. So, Achaemenids were the ones who would be inscribing messages for their people on rock surfaces, and this was something which the Indian rulers have imitated. Okay. Given below are two statements labeled as assertion and reason. The age of Guptas is often described as a classical age in the sphere of cultural developments. Now, this statement could not be more true, guys. है ना? ये statement जो है ये बिल्कुल सही है. Absolutely true this statement is, because the Gupta age is known as what? It is known as your golden age. Why? Because you have developments of different languages, mathematics, astronomy, science, Sanskrit. So definitely cultural development के हिसाब से हवाले से ये बिल्कुल ही classical age है. ठीक है? Reason. While appreciating the artistic ideals of Gupta period, it is argued that it marks one of the several epochs that saw impressive developments in artistic activity. This statement is also absolutely true. है ना? ये बिल्कुल सही statement है. Sorry guys, just give me 1 second. Yes. This statement is also absolutely true because you have developments in each and every sphere, guys. Be it sculpture, be it architecture, be it painting, be it caves, be it astronomy, mathematics, development of different kinds of languages. ठीक है? Now, what I feel is कि ये दोनों statement true हैं और ये इनका answer जो है ना A होना चाहिए. Fine? Because don't you think reason is explaining the assertion, right? The Guptas, the age of Guptas is often described as the classical age in the sphere of cultural development because while appreciating the artistic ideals of the Gupta period, it is argued that it marks one of the several epochs that saw impressive development in artistic activity, है ना? तो हमें क्या लग रहा है? Don't you think ये explain कर रहा है? क्योंकि artistic activity में development होगा तो और आर्टिस्टिक एक्टिविटी में बहुत सारी चीजें आती हैं गाइस. स्कल्पचर भी आते हैं, लिटरेचर भी आ सकता है आपका, मैथमेटिक्स, साइंस, एस्ट्रोनॉमी, इन सब में डेवलपमेंट आएगा, इजंट इट? ठीक है. सो आर्टिस्टिक एक्टिविटी का डेवलपमेंट होगा तो ही तो हम इसे एक क्लासिकल एज कहेंगे ना, एज फार एज कल्चरल डेवलपमेंट इज कंसर्न. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू मी द आंसर शुड बी ए. फाइन, बट आई हैव चेक्ड इन अ फ्यू प्लेसेस, आंसर जो है वो बी दिया हुआ है. ठीक है, कि इट इज नॉट एक्सप्लेनिंग. ओके, दैट रीजन इज नॉट द करेक्ट एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ ए. फाइन, अकॉर्डिंग टू मी इट हैज टू बी ए गाइज. मेरे हिसाब से ए ही होना चाहिए, बट आई थिंक वी कैन चेक दिस क्वेश्चन वंस. ऑलराइट, तो इस क्वेश्चन को एक बार हम चेक कर लेंगे, हम देख लेंगे कि आंसर जो है वो कौन सा सही है और जो एक्सप्लेनेशन है वो भी हम एक बार चेक कर लेंगे. फाइन, आप भी कर सकते हो अपने एंड से और मैं भी जो है इसको जरूर देख लूंगी. ठीक है, चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की तरफ चलते हैं. All right. So which of the following is considered as the first surviving Indian text containing a systematic discussion on astronomical instruments? ठीक है, तो चलिए हम देखते हैं कि क्या है, ऑप्शंस क्या क्या हैं हमारे. सबसे पहले वी हैव आर्यभट्टिया. So this was written by Aryabhatta, obviously. This was a text on astronomy. But please understand, they're talking about astronomical instruments. ठीक है? Okay. Next option that we have is of Surya Siddhant. All right. So this is again written by Aryabhatta. Okay. So it tells us about the rules to capture various planets and moons according to the constellations. मैं इसको दूसरी जगह पे लिख देती हूँ, यहाँ पे स्पेस नहीं हो रहा. पहला ऑप्शन तो हमने डिस्कस कर लिया, दूसरा ऑप्शन डिस्कस कर रही हूँ, सूर्य सिद्धांत. ठीक है, so सूर्य सिद्धांत लिखा किसने है? दिस वाज अगेन बाय Aryabhatta. All right, and what is it talking about? It talks about capture planets, ठीक है, according to movement of constellations, ठीक है। इसके बाद हमारा नेक्स्ट है विच इज ब्रह्मस, सॉरी ब्रह्म, so next is ब्रह्म, सॉरी ब्रह्म, ठीक है, भूत, then you have सिद्धांत, ब्रह्म भूत सिद्धांत, ठीक है, इसको तोड़ तोड़ के याद कर लेना, फाइन। सो ब्रह्मभूत सिद्धांत, दिस इज एक्चुअली अ टेक्स्ट ऑन मैथमेटिकल एस्ट्रोनॉमी एंड एस्ट्रोनॉमिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स, ठीक है, टेक्स्ट ऑन astronomy and what, and instruments, और ये लिखी कितने हैं, किसने है, दिस इज बीन रिटन बाय ब्रह्मगुप्त, ठीक है, फाइन। और लास्टली हमारे पास क्या है, लास्टली वी हैव खंडक यक, ठीक है, सॉरी हाँ, खंडक यडक, खंडक यडक, okay, this is our next book, fine. This is again an astronomical treatise by Brahmagupta. So guys, अब एक चीज नोटिस कीजिए कि all the books, ठीक है, all the books are actually about what? So all the books are actually about astronomy only, isn't it? But it's just that there are very slight differences, as you can see, isn't it? Surya Siddhant is about how to capture planets and moons according to the movement of constellations. Then you have the next one. It is a text on mathematical astronomy and astronomical instruments. Third one is a general treatise on what? Third one is a general treatise on your astronomy. ठीक है? All right. So इसका ऑप्शन हमारे पास क्या हो जाएगा? आंसर हो जाएगा सी, ठीक है? C is going to be your correct answer. चलिए, next. Which of the following pair is not correctly matched? So here you have the Dakshinpath rulers and their kingdoms. So I'm going to give you the list of Dakshinpath rulers and where their kingdoms have been located. ठीक है? चल. All right. Here we have a list of 12 Dakshinpath rulers and where their kingdom have been located. Okay. So Mahendra of Koshal, all right. So मैं आपको लिस्ट दे रही हूँ गाइस और फिर लिस्ट से हम देखेंगे कि कौन सा सही है और कौन सा नहीं, ठीक है? So we have व्याघराज of महकंतरा, ठीक है, फाइन. Then who do we have next? Then we have Mantaraj of Corolla. Corolla sahi hai? Let me check. Yes. Then you have Mahendragiri and they are ruling over Pistapura. ठीक है. उसके बाद कौन है? Then you have Swami Dutt. They are in Kottura. Okay. Sorry. हाँ सही था. ठीक है. Swami Dutt, they are in Kottura. Then you have Damana. They are located where? Irandapal. Fine. अब गाइस देखिए सारे जो हैं सबके लोकेशन तो मुझे भी ठीक से नहीं, मतलब एग्जैक्टली मुझे भी नहीं याद है. दैट इज व्हाई आई एम रेफरिंग टू माय नोट्स ओवर हियर. फाइन. देन यू हैव विष्णुगोप कांची. फाइन. नीलराज अवमुख. ठीक है. नीलराज के बाद कौन है? वी हैव हस्ती वर्मन वेंगी. Next, what do we have is Ugrasen, Palakka. These are your 12 rulers of Dakshin Path who the Gupta king Samudragupta had subjugated. All right. So these 12 rulers and the locations have been mentioned over here. Okay. Then you have Kuver, Devrashtra, all right. Lastly, you have Dhananjay. Okay. और ये कहां पे है? कुस्थलपुरा. ओके. तो अब बताना है गाइस कि विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग हैज नॉट बीन करेक्टली मैच्ड. फाइन. सो इनमें से कौन सा है जो सही से मैच नहीं है? सो गाइस सही से मैच कौन सा नहीं है? सी. मंटराज इज वेयर? मंटराज इज इन कोरोला. राइट. So C is not correctly matched. That means C becomes your answer. ठीक है? Okay. Next question. Which of the following pairs of rulers and their titles is not correctly matched? Fine. So अब आपको सेम चीज जो है वो दोबारा से देखनी है कि कौन से रूलर्स हैं और किसने क्या जो टाइटल्स है, क्या सरनेम्स हैं वो लिया है. तो चलिए अब हम देख लेते हैं सारे रूलर्स के बारे में. चलो. All right. Okay. सबसे पहले we are taking a look at Kumar Gupta. So he has taken the title of Param Bhattakara, fine, and Param Advait. Okay, fine. This is the title Kumar Gupta has taken. Then you have, then also he is taken, he is also known as Mahendra Aditya, ठीक है, and Param Bhagavata. and Param Bhagavata. Okay, that is the titles which have been taken by whom? This has been taken by Kumargupta. Okay, fine. Then you have Buddhagupta. He is known as what? He is known as Param Advait. Next वही है ना, बुद्धगुप्त है ना, हाँ. Alright. इसके बाद कौन है? Then we have Parvar Sen second. He has taken the title of Param Maheshwara. ठीक है. Alright. और लास्टली हमारे पास ऑप्शन है हर्षवर्धन का. ठीक है. सो मैं इनको बस हर्षा लिख रही हूं. He had taken the title of Saklotar Pathnath. ठीक है. I know it's a little difficult. Saklotar Pathnath. Alright. So which one do you think is not correctly matched? Alright. So don't you think your answer is going to be D over here? ठीक है. So क्या हो जाएगा हमारा आंसर? D. Because Harsh is not known as Param Saugata. He is known as Sakhlathar Pathnath. ठीक है. Okay. Next question. Which of the following temples, which of the following pairs is not correctly matched? Lakshman Temple, Sirpur, Mahashivgupt Bal Arjun, Megoti Temple, Aihole, Ravikriti, Malik Arjun Temple, Pattadakal, okay, Trilokya Mahadevi, Vaikunt Perumul Temple, Kanchi, Nandi Varman second. ठीक है. So चलिए देखते हैं कि इनमें से कौन सा जो है वो करेक्टली मैच नहीं है. So the correctly matched जो नहीं है, the ones which is not correctly matched is actually A, Lakshman Temple, Sirpur. Okay. Now Lakshman Temple, Sirpur was actually made by Vasata, who was the mother of Mahashivgupt Bal Arjun. So correct answer कौन सा हो जाएगा guys? A. इसको बनाया किसने था? This was made by Vasata, who was the mother of Mahashivgupt Bal Arjun. Now I hope you got this answer correct because ये थोड़ा सा confusing question दिया है इन्होंने. They've tried to confuse you over here by not giving the name of the mother. They have just given Mahashivgupt. Okay, guys, just give me 1 minute. Let me have some water. Then we will continue. All right. The deol of which of the following Orison temple is Panchrath. ठीक है. तो गाइस सबसे पहले तो ना हमें पंचरथ जो है वो समझना पड़ेगा. फाइन. व्हाट इज पंचरथ? सो ओके. तो पंचरथ क्या होता है गाइस? व्हेन द टावर हैज अ प्लान ऑफ 5 रथ. ठीक है. जब टावर में ना मतलब जो टेम्पल का शिखर होता है, व्हेन इट हैज अ प्लान ऑफ 5 रथ. ठीक है. तो अब ये 5 रथ जो है वो हम कैसे बनाएंगे, चलो हम वो देखते हैं. ठीक है. सो दिस इज व्हाट a plan is going to look like. Okay. 2, ये हो जाएगा 3, 4 and 5. Okay. Similarly, you will have it here as well. All right. Sorry. ओके सो इस अगर शेप का, ठीक है, दिस इज द शेप, अगर इस शेप का आपका वो बने, इस शेप का आपका शिखर बने, फाइन, इफ द शिखर इज मेड इन दिस शेप, ऑलराइट, देन इट इज नोन एज योर पंचरथ, फाइन. I hope this is clear. This is from this question is directly from architecture. So if the temple is made, अगर temple जो है वो इसी shape का बना हो, fine, then it is known as what? Then it is known as your pancharath. Okay. So चलिए हम देखते हैं. So लिंगराज जो है, yes, it is pancharath. It is made up of this, you know, इट इज पंचरथ, ऑलराइट. उसमें वो 5 सेक्टर्स जो है वो मैंने आपको बताया वो है, ठीक है. बाकी जितने भी हैं, मुक्तेश्वर ऑल्सो हैज 3, राज रानी ऑल्सो हैज 3 एंड परम शुरेमेश्वरा ऑल्सो हैज 3, ठीक है. 3 वाला जो है वो कैसा होगा वो भी बता देती हूँ. सो दिस इज हाउ 3 इज 1 2 3. ओके, सो ठीक है, 1 2 3. सो अगर इस शेप का आपका शिखर है, देन दिस इज नोन एज योर, दिस इज योर 3 फिगर, ठीक है. और पंचरथ में यानी कि 5 होना चाहिए. सो लिंगराज इज द ओनली वन विच इज 5 faceted, you can say, temple, 5 faceted शिखर. So correct answer is A, which is only 1, ठीक है. Okay, चलिए. Next question is, which of the following pairs is not correctly matched? So here you have Ashokan pillars and then you have the animal which is on these capitals, all right. So Loria Nandangarh जो है उसमें you will have lion. Okay, fine. Then on Rampurva you're going to have bull. So यहाँ पे ये ऑप्शन जो है ना ये गलत दिया गया है गाइस, ठीक है. It has to be bull over here, fine. Then what do we have? Then we have Sachi, we have 4 lions over here. This is absolutely correct, ठीक है. और संकीशा में क्या है? We have elephants, okay. So which one is not correctly matched? A जो है it is not correctly matched, all right. So Loria Nandangarh has to have what? Has to have A, ठीक है. चलिए. Next question. The very existence of Kautilya at the time of Chandragupta Maurya is regarded as doubtful. This is actually a very true statement, guys. ठीक है. Even though we consider Arthashastra as one of the most important sources to study about the modern empire, right? It is a little doubtful. Why? Because Patanjali does not mention Kautilya, though he refers to the Sabha of Chandragupta and to the Mauryas. Megasthenes, who is the ambassador of Seleucus to the court of Chandragupta, also does not mention Kautilya. The statement is also absolutely true. ठीक है, ये दोनों statement जो है वो बिल्कुल सही हैं, fine, and that is why your correct answer is going to be A. Why is the very existence of Kautilya at the time of Chandragupta regarded as doubtful? Because people who are directly involved in Chandragupta Sabha does not mention Kautilya. Patanjali has not mentioned Kautilya, even though he is referring to the Sabha of Chandragupta. Megasthenes has not mentioned Kautilya, even though he was the ambassador of Seleucus to the court of Chandragupta. ठीक है. So correct answer आपका हो जाएगा A. ठीक है. All right. Now, with this, we have finished our discussion of what? So, with this, we have finished our discussion of तो यहाँ पे क्या फिनिश होता है गाइज, यहाँ पे हमारा डिस्कशन ऑन द सेकेंड लेग और द सेकेंड second part of 25 questions from unit 2 has been done. Alright, तो हमने 50 questions from unit 2 हमने discuss कर लिए हैं, ठीक है. Now we are left with more 50 more questions, so we'll have 2 more classes of 25 each. Okay, चलिए. Alright guys, so thank you so much for joining me over here. I really hope आपको सारी चीजें अच्छे से समझ में आ गई होंगी, सारी explanations, सारे options. I hope you've understood it very correctly. So I have tried to make sure that we have discussed all of the options wherever it is possible. I've discussed even the options which are wrong, so you know why they're wrong, isn't it? That's very important. All right. So that's about it for today's lecture. I will see you in the next one with 25 more questions, in which one is going to be for you. Like here we had one for you. Okay. So all right. Thank you so much for joining me over here. It was an absolute pleasure to have you all. I will now see you in the next lecture. Till then, please take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.